Morning, we're here this morning in Sheffield, Ontario, and we're going to be moving another oversized load. This is a mobile home, 16 feet wide by 70 feet long. And we got the crew here. We got Marcus, operator. We got the pilot and the escort vehicles as well. We do have also a mechanic that's going to be escorting us along to the destination, which is going to be Elgin, Ontario. So it's a good 200 kilometers from where we are now. This will be another specialized move that we had to prepare for significantly.
Did you want to, you mentioned, did you want to do anything to it before we roll?
No.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I know the guy who put the axles on.
Yeah, okay.
He does a bunch of our roadside stuff for us, so not a big deal. He just went to go grab the trailer with the
axles,
the extra axles over here at the farm. And then once he's back, I'll pin up, and I'm just going to see here if I drop low enough to get underneath that ball. I might have to jack the trailer with a bottle jack, or you guys do, well, probably
got
an air jack anyway,
Yeah,
if my bottle jack isn't going to be enough. And then, yeah. Okay, I just don't want to be sitting on that grass any longer than I have to.
No, I hear you. Don't want to take them.
Because it'll be the heavy end too that's on the grass. So, okay. Just waiting for him to come out because he wants some ratchet straps to hold those axles down, and then we're good to go.
We had extreme cooperation from the customer, who has taken the onus on repairing the trailer and making it fit for the road before we transport it.
So as far as towing this trailer, it doesn't really require much different than towing a normal trailer, other than the fact we have to take turns much wider, and we have to be very cognizant of the width of the trailer at 16 feet wide. There is a significant amount of tail swing, meaning the amount of vehicle behind the axles when I make a turn can take out telephone poles, signs, other cars. But beyond that, my plan is just to be towing this thing forward down the road and getting it to our spot. We do as little backing up as possible with these units because they're not great to back up. You can't really see where you're going, but when I do have my pilot vehicles and my escort vehicles with me, they're kind of my eyes and ears in front and behind me for the stuff I can't see. Yeah, these front ones I think will come out. We'll see. No, not that one. Yeah, I'll need to borrow if we can get a jack just to jack that up a little bit. So I'm hooking up the brake lights for the trailer. That are a special remote set of brake lights that we have to use. This particular trailer is too big for this remote sender to send it all the way to the back of the trailer. Too much interference. So we have a cable made up here that we put alongside the trailer to have another point further back in the trailer for this to work off. So we need to do there. I'll ask one of my escorts. They might have a height stick.
They haven't reached over 10,000.
Do you guys have a height stick? We can just check. We'll check that pipe up there, maybe. The customer wants to make sure that if it is too tall, we don't jar the furnace inside or something by smoking it off of something. We have a height stick. We'll check it. So we have a pipe on top of the trailer that's for the furnace exhaust, and it could be possibly over height. So we just want to make sure it's not. If it is, we'll cut it now, as opposed to letting the bridge cut it. I don't know if you want to carry this in the trailer at all. Yeah, I will. I know that's a good stack height for it anyway.
You got a ladder?
I don't have a ladder.
There's a guy here with a little Kubota that had
That's this gentleman right here.
I know.
I'll go get the bigger ladder.
Yeah, an extension ladder, and then we'll just get a... Do you happen to have a Sawzall? Yeah, a Sawzall would be great. That way I can just zip it off. Lickety split. About that big.
5'6".
5'6", what? I must be sitting in a hole. I'm not going to break any height records, I assure you that, but yeah, you're a 12? Yeah, it's a 12. Trust me. 16 are horrible to move. I just took the pipes that were sticking up too high off the roof, cut them down, and we're all ready to roll now. The only other thing I got to do is put on some chains. Some do. Thank you very much, and we're all good. So, which way do we want? Do we want to take that? I'd have to stay off all that 2-lane road.
Actually, we're in good shape. You got mechanics with you. You're good to go.
Front one is gone. I don't know if the second one is, maybe what we can do is I can take it up to the intersection up there. Yeah, okay. And that way you can have, I'll pull over, I got to pull over to that side to make the turn anyway. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. Well, this is starting off well.
I know. Where's the gentleman? He has the tires.
He's in the truck up ahead there. Oh, he shouldn't have gone too far, I hope. So here we have our trailer. I don't know if we saw in the first shots there, but we're all ready to go. And we pulled it out of the driveway. We honestly went about 50 feet, and we blew 2 tires coming out already. There's some uneven ground, but this really does show you why we need to have, whether it be extra tires, a following mechanic on scene. If this had happened and we didn't have a mechanic and extra tires here, we're stuck and we're blocking the road. This way, we can have this fixed and we're underway pretty quickly. As you can
example of that I want our viewers to see is of what happens when you're moving something this size. I mean, we moved it 50 feet, not even, and 2 tires blew. And luckily, we had mechanics on site that were arranged to escort the load, and we're getting this addressed right away. And this is all part of the planning process that takes place when you're organizing a transport this size. So. This is very, very important information.
It's essential.
Yes, essential.
Essential.
Exactly.
Rather than being stuck at the point where we have tires that have blown and we need to get them fixed. Now we have to find a mechanic. We're prepared. We have that on hand already.
This is the widest trailer I think we've moved, Marcus. 16 feet wide.
We've done one that's 18 feet, but it's very close. The other challenge we have with this type of move is that we're in a rural area, so we're on a narrow road.
Yeah, 2 lanes.
And at 16 feet wide, we're pretty much the 2 lanes.
Yeah.
And that creates challenges when we are doing this transport, is because of the width of the trailer. We're blocking. If I go down a normal road, which I'm going to be going down shortly, I'm going to be taking up virtually the whole road.
Yeah, that's why the pilots and the escort guys are here too, to
Exactly.
kind of block traffic and warn traffic about the load that's coming down the road. So
Exactly.
they have their restrictions and their guidelines that they have to follow, and we basically communicate with them on a 2-way radio while we're transporting it, so everyone's on the same page. And like Marcus said, they're the eyes and ears. His mirror, if you can see down the trailer, you don't see his truck at all. So if you can't see his truck, he sure as heck can't see you. So and that's why we have to have these guys.
Escorts.
They gotta let him know what's coming, what's going, any problems that they see with the body of the trailer, any flat tires or any smoke, or a lot of things can go wrong.
All sorts of. One of the vital things is with vehicles this large, when we are towing them down the road, what we generally try to do is hug the right side of the lane, and the trailer will overhang into the shoulder. Well, my pilot ahead of me will be warning me of upcoming construction signs or barriers that have been moved out to take away the shoulder. Your standard lane width going down a highway is 12 feet wide. So that's why anything over that, you are required to have your pilots and escorts. And this definitely at 16 presents much more challenge, as far as we're going down the highway pretty much taking up 2 lanes at a time. So it does impede traffic, which means we're also not allowed to drive through any major cities, whether it be Toronto, Montreal, during the hours of rush hour. They have set areas where you're not allowed to take any oversized loads, especially something like this, through those areas during the rush hour.
We've done a couple of these jobs, which is what's been very helpful for us gaining that experience and having that knowledge and expertise in moving trailers this size. But a lot of people will do it with no experience and encounter problems and give up half the way. Well, we don't give up. We keep going, and we plan to expect the problems, and when they happen, we have plans and things set in place to solve the problem as it happens. What we've planned and gotten together here should be suffice for successful delivery.